Hello, and welcome back as Ricky the Reindeer finds out what it's like to be the new laughingstock of the North Pole in Perfidious Pete Plays Sheltered. Yeah, how's it feel, Ricky? Oh, sure, you got plenty of chuckles at Jimmy the Reindeer's expense when it was him stuck in that snare for a couple weeks as the black rain fell from the sky, slowly melting his flesh while the tumors swelled up on his ravaged hide. But, it's not so funny when it's you who bees in a trap, is it, Ricky? Huh? And yes, I did just borrow a line from Nicki Minaj, but I don't regret that. Because this is exactly where Ricky the Reindeer belongs, and it's exactly where you're gonna stay, Ricky. You're gonna bees in the trap. You're gonna bees right there until you know exactly what Jimmy endured. And if you're lucky, a few weeks from now, when you're still standing there, your tumor-riddled hide slowly dissolving in the acidic rain, begging for the sweet release of death, sobbing and weeping and apologizing to Jimmy's ghost, maybe, just maybe, then I'll grant you the sweet mercy of death. Until then, though, well, you're gonna suffer, Ricky. Also, I've got George and Joyce to deal with here, who I'm hoping managed to limp back to the shelter just in time to drop dead. They are gonna check out this small house out in the wasteland, however. And I'm a little concerned because George and Joyce are showing more chutzpah out there in the wasteland than I expected them to do, and I'm starting to get worried that they're going to wind up being the next Big Bang Theory. A hideous, terrific annoyance that no matter how much you hope and pray, just won't go away. They're surviving against all odds. Oh, hey, we've got little springy things now that we upgraded our water filter. That's pretty cool. Also, I think we need to get Wally and the Beeve out on a little journey of their own. All right, George, what did you and Joyce find? Why does this mannequin look like a mannequin orgy? Every time we find a scrap pile, this looks to me like it looks a little bit like an orgy to me. You'd be like, Pete, that's really weird. You had like a Freudian slip, sort of like a Rorschach thing going on, because that doesn't look anything at all like an orgy to me. Hey, I can't help it. It's just when I look at this image, that's what I see. I see orgy. Limbs, arms, legs, heads, all akimbo. That's some folks having a really good time. We got to have this hinge. We gotta have it, but what do we gotta get rid of? Possibly the wire? No, because we need the wire. You know what? We're gonna ditch the water to take a hinge. It is raining. I do like bringing water back from our expeditions, but given the rain, I think we can, in this case, probably spare it. And speaking of expeditions, I think it's time Wally and the Beeve get to stabbing. Or do we wait? You know what? Hold off. We're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna wait until the black rain stops. I'm not sending Wally and the Beeve out in the black rain. I'm just not going to do it. We actually have multiple pages of stuff now. I'm feeling pretty good about the way things are going in the shelter. Beds could use a little patching up. Punching bag needs a little work. Toilet and stove. All right, so let's give everybody a task. Donna, you go fix that. And it has now stopped raining. Let's check Wally and the Beeve. How you guys holding out? Well, Wally, you're filthy. Beaver's in great shape. Let's do an expedition. I don't mind sending Wally out a little dirty. Wally's always a little dirty. Oh, he's a dirty, dirty fella. You don't want to know what he and Eddie Haskell get up to in their treehouse outside. Let me tell you, it's some dirty shit. It really is. So, where do we want to go? Definitely places we have not been recently. But we'd like to sort of expand our reach, too, if possible. Not only do we want to go to a place we haven't been, but we want to try and go maybe somewhere really far away, which is pretty much just this area. How much water does it take to get here? That's a pretty hefty chunk of our available supply of water. And that's if we just go there and back. Now, that's too much. We can't spare that kind of water. That's way too big of an investment. What about these towns over here? If we hit the mine, okay, this looks more respectable. What if we do... Oh, that's basically all of our water. No. Can't do it. It's too much. Just going to the mine and back is 37. What if we circle back this way? It's very difficult to move the map. This map interface is actually probably my one sort of complaint about the shelter. What if we do... It's very difficult to actually move the interface around a little bit. 7 days, 2 days, 2 days. See, we've hit all those places recently. I don't want to go back there. What about Shepness? Have we been to Shepness recently? We have been to Shepness very recently. What about Broadfirth? Have we been there? It's been it hasn't even been a week. Geez, we've got expeditions going everywhere. We're the Ferdinand Magellan of Sheltered. So what if we go bam, bam. Okay, this is starting to look like it's going to take less water. 41. And then if we add these locations coming back, it doesn't add a whole lot of anything. Can we spare 42 water? I think we can. Let's let Wally and the Beeve get loose. Actually, what if we do... I do like hitting that police station. What if we do like a zigzag here? There we go. That's a lot of water. It's a lot. And I'm still going to do it. All right, let's do this. Okay, so Wally and the Beeve got to be fantastically well equipped. That's just part and parcel for the whole gig. We're going to equip the big knapsack. Do we want to risk letting Wally and the Beeve run without a gas mask? I think for once we are going to risk it. Wally, let's give you the hatchet too. Wally's he's graduated. I think you've earned it, Wally. You've graduated to straight up full on axe murderer. And you know what? There's no shame in it, Wally. There's no shame in it. Beaver, however, is still going to remain a sort of unpromoted, uninitiated knife-wielding maniac. We're going to let Beaver remain a knife-wielding maniac, but Wally has graduated to full-on axe murder. Congratulations, Wally. Your mom and dad are going to be so proud of you. They're going to be so proud. I know it. Donna's already fixing something. Ward, why are you sleeping in a fucking radiation suit? Is there... I mean, why are you doing this, Ward? What the hell is wrong with you? You're sleeping in a radiation suit, man, for the love of God. Put that back. So, who needs what? All of our needs here at the shelter are actually pretty well satisfied. Everybody's in great shape with the exception of Ward Cleaver, who could use a shower because he slept in a fucking radiation suit. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to disable the shower because we're too low on water to allow people to shower. You wonder if the trap got anything? Yeah, it absolutely did. Ricky the Reindeer bees in the trap, June. Don't make me play that Nicki Minaj song to remind you, because I swear to God, you will stab chopsticks into your own ears to shatter your eardrums so that you never have to hear it again. Unfortunately, Ward is a little hungry. Let's have him eat. Eat meat, Ward. Before you get so filthy that you definitely get food poisoning, while your meter is at this level, there's a non-zero chance that you don't get food poisoning from this, and I'm getting tired of cleaning up vomit. There's a lot of vomiting going on here in the bunker. Just shocking amount of vomiting, really. What are you doing, Jude? What did you eat? Did you just eat regular food? I mean, that's fine. So we're basically just maintaining the old bunker. Stove needs fixed. Water could use a repair. The shower definitely needs repaired. All right, let's grab Laura, who's not doing anything. You go grab a radiation suit, Laura. George has radiation poisoning. Oh no! Well, it's into the freezer for George then. Small house has some stuff that might be useful. Can of food, a nail, a switch, a bag of cement is actually useful. We can use that to expand the shelter. I want all of the things, actually, Wally. You and the Beeve are pack mules. Goddamn, Joyce is just irrepressible, though. That girl, there's no keeping her down. She'd be like, nah, it's fine. You can subject me to the most cruel horrors in the world, and I won't even care. The cruelest of fates. They got nothing on me. I can do it all. Ward, why don't you fix this stuff? We're just gonna have everybody wander around and sort of just begin repairing pretty much anything that might theoretically need repairs. I'm assuming George and Joyce are gonna be all fucked up. They're gonna be hungry, they're gonna be starving, they're gonna be dirty, they're gonna be filthy. They're definitely not gonna be able to take a shower because we don't have enough water for them to shower. Also, I want them to die. George, buddy, you gotta drop dead. Also, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna turn off. No, not June. I think man, George's perception is up to a 7. He's almost worth saving. And I say almost, even though it's a complete total lie. He's really not. Yeah, we're done. All right, Joyce, you don't get to automatically manage needs. George, you don't get to automatically manage needs because I don't want you guys eating, drinking, or doing anything else. I want you guys standing around over in the corner waiting to die. So Joyce, why don't you just come over here and stand? George, why don't you come over here and stand? And I'm basically just going to wait for you guys to starve to death, I think. I don't feel good about this at all. Like, not even a little. This is a straight-up dick move, but, you know, sacrifice has got to be made for the greater good. What are the words of House Cleaver? The words of House Cleaver are cruelly sharp. And those are the words of House Cleaver for a reason. We happen to have anything with a bunch of stuff that you have no use for. Well, let's see what you got. Stuff that I, by and large, have no use for either. Although this duct tape is pretty interesting. Let's grab a big stack of that. I don't need your buckets or your charcoal. So we have a total of 29. What do you want to trade for this? I'm sure we have a lot of stuff we could part with pretty simply. One book would get us most of the way home. What do you give us for a circuit board? Not enough. Switch, motors, we have extra buckets. I only have one switch. We need to rectify that pretty quickly. We have way too much sand and limestone. What do you give me for a couple stacks of sand and limestone here? Surprisingly amount, okay. So let's get rid of one stack. We'll go down to one full stack of sand and limestone. And that's got us most of the way home, actually. We also don't need 3 empty petrol cans. What do you give me for those? All right, that's fine. Here, trade us your metal and duct tape for some bags of sand and limestone and some old empty gas cans. These guys are fantastic fucking merchants. I can tell they've got a bright future. You kids are gonna go far in this world. Let me tell you. Things are looking up for you. We could give them some fuel, but that's gonna put us way overboard. Yeah, fuel is considered, for whatever reason, very valuable, even though it's possibly the most common thing you can find. What else do we have that we could sort of spare? We got a lot of nails, but that's good. We also need wood. Matches, we have our own stack of charcoal. What do you give me for charcoal? Not as much as I might have liked. Only 2. I don't want to trade away our last. What do you give me for a battery? Oh, that's overselling. How about a circuit breaker? There, that's just right. We've hit the Goldilocks amount. Let's do this trade. The cat. This is cruel. This is cruel in the extreme, because I'm going to feed the cat while everybody else has to starve. Beaver found a small house out in the wasteland. Of course, you check it out. June, if you would feed the cat. This is just a straight up dick move right here. We're feeding the cat while Joyce and George are fucking over here reeking and filthy. They just be like, I'm standing over here in the corner, just filthy and sweaty, and I have suffered on your behalf. I went out. I did things for you, Cleavers. I murdered people for you, and this is the kind of treatment I get? You just leave me over here alone in a corner to die of radiation poisoning? What the fuck kind of monsters are you people? What the hell is wrong with you, man? And I can't help it. We're letting Laura just eat right in front of him. This is cruelty. Look, George is limping over. He's like, guys, please, you gotta give me some food. You gotta help me. I'm dying over here. And we're like, no, George, no, we're not gonna do it. Hey, Laura, can we make a new water butt? I would really like to see us about storing more water. Is there a tier 4? There's the large water butt. We could build one if we had tier 4. I don't suppose we have what it takes to upgrade to tier 4, do we? No, we are missing a ton of shit. Mostly a bunch of wood, a bunch of lenses, a bunch of switches. Okay, so we're nowhere near, but now at least we know what to keep an eye out for. That's fine. I think maybe we'll build another large water butt. Spotted somebody else in the distance. Oh, he only asks out of courtesy. Wally's over here like, Pete, Dad. He's like, what? Or Dad. Hey, Dad, it's Wally. Yeah, we spotted somebody in the distance. Do you want us to go try and talk to him, Dad? Well, son, you know, you've got to indulge your murderous proclivities. I'd be a terrible father if I told you to avoid indulging in your bloodthirsty appetite. So why don't you wander over there and shank him in the groin, Wally, because we all know what you're going to do. Oh, my little Ed Gein, you delightful scamp. That guy appears to have a gun. Or at least he's wearing a holster. Also, that's a fantastic look for you, Christopher. Shirtless, roaming the wasteland in a pair of tattered pants with an ankle holster and a hip holster. I mean, it's not going to do you any good, because Wally and the Beaver are going to cut you the fuck up. Give us your shit. We don't, we're going to have to kill you, but it'll only hurt if you make it happen. See, now Wally has completely just embraced his serial killer nature at this point. He's like, I'm going to have to kill you. But if you lay down, bare your throat, I'll do you easy. I'll do you easy. Don't make me work for it, because then it's going to get ugly, Christopher. Then I'm going to fucking flay you alive. Christopher's like, please, no, help. And then Wally, here it comes. Then the Beav just comes over, shanks him in the ball sack. Oh, he's all fucked up and bleeding. And then Wally comes in with the coup de grace. Holy shit, Wally! Oh my god! He hewed him in half. Oh, Wally, you murderous, thunderous man. Oh, good God. His bloodlust is unsatiable. He's filled with insatiable bloodlust. I'm not sure he shouldn't get a little trauma for that. He hit that man so hard, I'm pretty sure he exploded into a cloud of vapor. Wally and the Beef cannot be stopped. We really should bring Wally and the Beef back to the shelter to let them do what needs to be done to George and Laura over here. Because we all know what's going to happen. George and Laura. Also, George, are you not slowly dying? Because you don't seem to be getting dramatically worse. Joyce is just going to starve to death. We're just going to let her starve. Everybody else is cool. What is this meter? Is that like, oh, that's health. Duh, Pete, you're sitting here talking about their health meter, and you're like, what does this little heart meter actually mean? Maybe my brain stroked out a minute. Hey, we got another stranger. Another one out here risking the dust and disease. I can confirm that we are out here risking dust and disease. It's not like I have a choice. I am driven to kill. I don't have a choice but to be out here, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to wear your guts for garters. What do you say, partners? No. You're straight up hot trash. We don't want you. Really, what I want is your delicious innards, and I'm pretty sure Wally wants to harvest your nipples for his collection. Our charisma did not go up. You know what? I think the Cleaver family is just gonna have to be sort of destined to not being overly charismatic. But when you murder pretty much 100% of the people you encountered, it's not really gonna help you sort of develop your charismatic. It's tough to be considered charming when your first reaction to encountering literally any other person is straight up murder. What do you do? Oh, I see a person. All I can think about is how much I want to kill them. I want to know what their blood tastes like. That's the first thing that goes through Wally's mind. Be like, I wonder if her blood is as coppery as I think it might be. I bet it's really coppery. She looks like she has a lot of iron content in her blood. I bet hers tastes like rusty old quarters. That's what goes through his mind. And all Wally and all the Beaver can think about here is he'd be like, oh man, you know, I at first the killing was fun, but I'm starting to lose my taste for it because sure, I like to kill. I mean, it feels great. I feel powerful. I feel in charge. I feel like a real, true, sort of self-actualized Nietzschean Ubermensch. I feel a little bit like a god when I take the life of another person. But Wally, he's starting to take it to a dark place, man. It used to just be all about the killing and the good feelings, but now Wally, he's making it weird. Beaver, he's having second thoughts, I can tell. He looked a little hesitant last time he was wielding that knife. George, how are you still alive, man? Oh, it won't be long now. All right. George is not long for the world. It looks like we have the parts to upgrade a system. Could we also, it looks like we have the things I need to cure my radiation poisoning. Could I maybe get into the medicine cabinet and see about upgrading my chances for survival? That's what I would like to upgrade. Guys, anybody else? Maybe upgrade old George's chance for survival from the radiation poison? No, just gonna let me die, huh? Man, that's a dick move, guys. That's a dick move. The real question is, who has to cut you up? I'm thinking probably it's gonna be Ward or June. You know what? I'm not thinking anybody. It's gonna be Ward. Ward is doing it. He's like Eddard Stark. Ward's like, no. You when it comes time to murder a member of House Cleaver, you swing the axe yourself. Yep, there he goes. All right, Ward. Well, time to do the deed. Harvest. Everybody, oh, Ricky the reindeer is like, holy shit, they just straight up let one of their own die. When Pete was threatening me at the beginning of the episode with letting me out here in the fucking acid rain to suffer the way fucking Jimmy the reindeer suffered, man, he wasn't kidding. That guy, he's a cruel son of a bitch. He'll do it. I think maybe it's time to start collecting some cordite. Also, I want springs. We are full. Cordite and magnesium, I'm not sure what they're used for, but I think... No, we don't need that if it's recyclable. I think maybe it's time to start picking those up. Also, let's get rid of the burnt clothes, too. Yeah, we're done. I'm gonna leave the recyclables because we can't build a recycler. Ward picked up an extra 24 trauma. All right, Ward is borderline on the edge of a mental breakdown. Maybe we feed Joyce then. As long as Ward, yeah, okay, all right. Joyce is coming. Okay, Joyce, you can manage your needs again. No, because she's just gonna get food poisoning. I rescind that, Joyce. You can sleep. That's fine. But the second you eat before you shower, I'm not letting you eat without a shower. I'm sorry, I can't let you in the kitchen. You are too filthy. You're a health risk to everyone else. Ooh, holy shit, a nail gun. Yes, we need that. Wood, absolutely. A handsaw, probably need that. So let's get rid of this old record and the burned out laptop, because anything that's a recyclable, we can always throw that overboard for something more useful. So let's take the handsaw. We already have a stack of that and that. What is this? A chisel. I don't think we even have a chisel. We'll take the pipe. Oh, we don't have room for the pipe. Do we have a stack of rubber yet? We do need a lot of rubber. We've got enough duct tape, I think, for our workbench. So we'll leave the duct tape. Oh, we don't need this can of old paint. Why did I take pipe, which we have a relative abundance of, instead of that rubber? We need that rubber. Something's got to go. Let's get rid of this sand. Yeah, that looks better. Alright, so we're good. Ward has done the dirty deeds. He's done them dirt cheap. Possibly. I don't know what the going pay rate for cutting George up and tossing him in the freezer is, but we're going to be eating him soon enough. And also, I think this is probably where we wrap up this episode, especially now that it's raining. Always a great way to end the day. A little rain to cleanse our disgusting, polluted surfaces. The rain will wash us and make us clean. That's what will happen. The rain also, let's re-enable this. While it's raining, people need to get showers. The rain will wash, especially Ward. I mean, Ward did just brutally murder a man and carve his flesh into fucking long pig. I mean, he made him into steaks. You should definitely get involved, Beaver. Oh, this is just like when Beaver, Wally, and Beaver confronted their bully at their local school. Oh, hello, another one out here risking the dust and disease. Yeah, we're gonna beat you to death, Jason. We don't have a choice in the matter. We're straight up gonna beat you to death. Come on, man. Stop sending me guys who want to join the team and just let me kill. No, you can't join us, Jason. You're fucking terrible anyway. It's always the same. I'll be seeing you. Wow, Jason. I didn't mean to make you feel bad about yourself. I think I may have harmed his self-esteem more than I harmed his physical body, and I left him out here to die in the wilderness. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to, I didn't mean to make you feel bad about yourself, but admittedly, you are of limited ability. We didn't get anything out of the exchange either. No intelligence for either Wally or the Beeve. It seems like maybe we should get intelligence when you reject someone who sucks. Check it out. All right, what do we got in this old school? We can't pile handsaws, which is crazy. I don't think we need 3 of them anyway. More rubber. Cement we'll take. Nylon I think we can afford to pass on. Old paint can don't need. Wood we do need. We have a stack of circuit boards, so no drawback for taking them. We good? We good. Also, this is where I'm done. I'm actually wrapping things up here. No more interruptions. While Ward washes away the filth and scum from his body and George's fucking innards. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more Sheltered, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Most of them filled with reprehensible acts and the unbelievable bloodthirst of Wally and the Beef. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.